Today, I'm going to show you 5 essential blueprints to automate everything in Home Assistant. I delved into the Home Assistant forums, scoured the corners from the internet, and done the research for you, so you don't have to spend your valuable time reinventing the wheel. These blueprints created by the community are carefully crafted to cover most corner cases, and elevate your smart home experience with just a few clicks. And if you're ready, let's go! To get this working, just go to my website. The first one is a temperature-based fan automation. We can use this blueprint to automate any fan using a temperature sensor to help us survive on those long summer days. For this, just click on Import My Blueprint, click on Open Link, click on Preview, and then Import Blueprint. Now just click on it. Here, we need to select a trigger. This will be our temperature sensor, or any sensor with a numeric value. Then click on Choose Entity, and here we need to select the fan. Then you can enable this option if you need to turn on an entity for the fan to turn off. This is common with fans that have different speeds. Then you need to select the numeric value for the fan to turn on. I'm going to set 23, and then the volume value for the fan to turn off. I'm going to set it to 21. Then you have the option to select an entity that allows you to bypass the turn on, turn off, or to disable the automation. I like to use the option 3 because it works like a lock mechanism, so I can have something like this on my dashboard. Then select the entity. I normally use a toggle helper. And then you also have an option to automatically turn off the bypass if you need, and you can set the time. And after that, you can select the time and the days that you want the automation to be active. I'm going to leave it as it is, and then just click on Save. And give it a name. The next one allows you to put a timer to any entity that you want. For this, just click on Import Blueprint, click on Open Link, click on Preview, and Import Blueprint. Now, just click on Entity Run on Timer, and here you can select the entities that you want to run on a timer. And then you just need to select the time. I'm going to choose 2 minutes, and if Home Assistant restarts and the entity is still on, the timer will reset itself and turn off my light after 2 minutes. And then just click on Save, and give it a name. And that's it. Now, the third one is the most common and complete automation for any light with sensors that you can possibly need. For this, just click on Import Blueprint, click on Open Link, Preview, and Import Blueprint, and then just click on Sensor Light. Here, the list of features is really long. First, you need to select the trigger sensor. For this, you can select any binary sensor, or you can use a schedule helper. Then, you need to select the light to control. Here, you can also select any switch or a scene that you have created. Next, if you have selected a scene, here you can select a scene that has everything turned off. Then you can select the number of minutes after the last trigger has been detected to leave the lights on. I'm going to select 2 minutes. And here you can select if you want to change the brightness, the color temperature, and use a transition to turn on and turn off the lights. I'm going to select 45%. I'm going to change this to 7000. And then for transition on, I'm going to leave 1 second, and for transition off, I'm going to put 5 seconds. Then we have the option to select a bypass entity to allow us to have more control and deactivate the automation easily. I like to use the option 3 and use an input boolean. Then we can select a time delay for the trigger sensor bypass. This time it's only going to be used if the lights are on, and you have selected here the option 2, or you turn off the bypass. Either way, after the time that you select here, the lights are going to be off. Then you have the option to automatically turn off the bypass. I'm going to enable this, and I'm going to put 10 minutes. Then we can enable the sun option. This allows us to only activate the automation if the sun is below or above the horizon. Then we have the option to select a light sensor. Then you can select if the value of the sensor is affected by the light. In my case, I'm going to say yes, and I'm going to set this to 30. And here you can enable the time option that will allow you to choose the time and dates that the automation will be active. And after that, we have more options. Here you can select not only the zone, but which people have to be in that zone for the automation to activate. So the lights will only activate if someone is home. And after that, we have a night light option. This allows us, for example, to only turn on the ambient light at night. And it has the same option that from the main light. And that's it. Then just click on save. And give it a name. With this blueprint, you can automate any lights according to your needs. It has pretty much every option built in, so you can use it and replicate it for all your lights in your house. And the next one will allow you to receive a notification with an image from your camera when a sensor detects motion. For this, just click on Import My Blueprint, click on Open Link, click on Preview, and Import Blueprint. Then just click on Send a Notification. First, we need to select the motion sensor. Then select the camera. Then select the device that you want to receive the notification. And you can toggle this if it's an iOS device. Here you can also have the option to use a bypass entity, but only for blocking the automation to run. Then you have the option to add a delay before creating the snapshot. You can play around with this value to get a better picture of the person. Then you can change the title and the message for the notification. Then you can set a link to open when touching the notification. I'm going to say my entrance camera view. And here you can change the group and the channel for the notification. And then you can toggle this if you want the new notification to override the previous one. And at the end, you can select the priority for the notification. And then just click on save. Give it a name. And that's it. And the last one is a really simple but important one. This will send you a notification every time that it detects that a battery is low, so you don't have to worry about checking the battery of your sensors. Instead, you will get a notification ahead of time. For this, just click on Import My Blueprint, click on Open Link, click on Preview, and Import Blueprint. Now just click on it. It will automatically test all the battery sensors on your Home Assistant. First, we need to select a threshold to assume the battery to be low. I'm going to select 10%. Then we need to select the time of the day that we want to run the test. I'm going to put 9 AM. And here you can select the weekday that you want the automation to run. I'm going to put it on Saturday. And then you can add some sensors that you want to exclude. I'm going to exclude my phone's battery. And finally, the action. For this, just click on Add an Action. Here we are going to call Service. Look for the notify service that you want to use. And in message, I'm just going to copy and paste this. Then erase the double quotes. And then click Save. Give it a name. And that's it. As always, I wanted to take the time to thank the developers who made all of this possible. The first two blueprints are created by Blacky, and you can tell by looking at them the time and effort that he put into these amazing blueprints. If you want to support him, you can use the link at the end of any of his blueprints. The next one was created by Stanji, using Borion's blueprint as base, but adding the option to block the automation and the ability to interact with the notification. And the last one was created by SBYX. I will leave the link to their profiles on my web so you can check them out. And now I want to know from you, what other things would you want me to cover in a video? Leave me a comment down below and don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. I'll see you on the next video. Bye!